civil code reform, Japan became a polygamy system. That manga title screams harem to me. I don't know what else could. I mean, it has polygamy system in its title, so of course, harem story. Yeah, this series is really one that saves the harem genre from being quote unquote too unrealistic or impractical for that matter. But yeah, because it has a actual political or government based justification to back it up, I'd say that it has another thing to offer, right? Especially towards the harem and polygamy and all that. You know, different cultures have different marriage systems, right? Different countries, different marriage systems, and in this case, in this manga, or rather the world, the setting of the manga, we're gonna find out why this is such a big deal towards the story. Is it a good harem? Is it a good read? I don't know. We'll see in the presentation. And yeah, been too long. So welcome to Puppet. So the basic world setting in a nutshell, right? So Japan is facing this economic crisis, to which how they counter it, right? They counter it by legalizing the polygamous marriage, rather polygamous marriage at a maximum of 3 spouses. Hence the title, the amendment, the civil code, legalizing polygamy marriage, right, in the country. So yeah, that only works, right? That only works if the groom in question fulfills one of 3 conditions, in which the guy, right, he can earn fast money, he has a large salary to support all 3 of his spouses, he has an achievement in sports, academics, arts, etc., etc. And most importantly, or not really most importantly, but another factor is that the guy, or the groom in question, has done a deed in which the country acknowledges him. I don't know in what way, but it's just something, a type of recognition, or everyone in the country recognizes or acknowledges that person, right? And our main protagonist right here, Shohei, he's a simple salaryman, and together with his girlfriend Michiru, they're hitting it off just fine. They're a normal couple, really loving one at that, until things went down, right? During a business trip flight that Shohei was in, there was a huge accident that caused the plane to crash, but my man Shohei played the Chad card and saved the lives of the people in the plane while almost dying himself. It's a huge hero move, right? And what did you know it? When he awoke in the hospital, news came that he was now entitled, right? He's now entitled or bestowed the title of hero of the nation award, rather. Yeah, so making him like a really huge big shot hero, recognized his heroism to save the lives of the people, and everyone in the country acknowledges him for that, or recognizes him for his commitment, his deed, right? And thus, right, this from the 3rd requirement, if you remember, this makes him susceptible to the polygamy marriage. Oh boy! And yeah, from then on, these 2 other candidates appear in the story as they go along. The connections are being made, which is, you'll see for yourselves. But yeah, one of them is the passenger. One of the candidates for being his wife is a passenger, from which he was saved by Shohei, and the other is working as a hostess. Now, yeah, from then on, it's really just bad, good, really confusing dilemma for Shohei, whether or not he will stay faithful to his first girlfriend Michiru, or if he does accept the 2 of them, how will they get along? It's really a question that boggles my mind in a lot of harem formulas, rather. It brings me to reevaluate the entire harem genre in itself, much like how Hare no Kanajo did, or Hyakuno. If you haven't read it, please do. I made videos about them, a handful of videos, but I really suggest to watch them as well in my channel. Go check it out. Yeah, but yeah, much like Hare no Kanajo did, their formula to the harem route is well done, right? It's well done and focuses more on the the joy, the happiness, and of course the entire rom-com, romantic comedy essence of it, which makes it a really nice story. And it just simply wants to highlight the whole romantic comedy essence of it, simply put like that. However, this manga includes the involvement rather of actual government systems, an actual amendment, an actual law that legalizes this sort of coupling, or not coupling, marriage, right? So there are times when we have to truly realistically look at the different factors of what harem marriage would, or what harem marriage lifestyle, right? What the lifestyle of a harem protagonist would, quote unquote, truly be like, and especially towards the whole financial stability, the healthcare, personal space, and most importantly, the interpersonal, or rather the group communications of one husband and the three quote unquote wives, as I have not, I'm not really sure if you could call them that. They didn't technically, had an official ceremony as far as I can remember, but I don't know. But anyway, they have not fully grasped the gravity of their situation, making it seem like there is a lot of room for doubt, in which I believe there is, right? There is no question, right? There's no question that Michiru, the first girlfriend, would have a lot to say about Shohei's choices. Oh my gosh, Shohei, what a man. He is a true mystery and a true flimsy guy, I'd like to say, especially to what his mindset is. Okay, so first he truly commits, right? He truly commits to Michiru, his first girlfriend. Then when the other candidates appear, his mind just goes 180 on his decisions. How and why? How is that possible? Why would you ever come across that train of thought in the first place? Was it because of the factors of being open or susceptible to this type of marriage, right? But yeah, nevertheless, I do find it quite interesting, frustratingly interesting to see his response, because he really justifies as much as he can to how the conditions are okay with them being the three spouses and Shohei himself, right? So one phrase I can really put Shohei in is that he is literally the walking definition of "Are you serious, man?" Or not really literal, but you know what I mean. There are a lot of other characters like that as well, but in this case, Shohei definitely fits that boot. Again, 100 no Kanojo did a really good job in making the entire harem family, the entire harem in the story, love each other. So yeah, there's really no room for internal conflict in that type of story, which I really much appreciate, really much love about it. But this series, however, it slowly reaches that point of view, or towards that point of view, right? Towards the point where everyone just accepts and loves each other. But realistically speaking, come on, it's gonna be way harder to do, right? Especially to how the arrangements and the feelings of the characters themselves are gonna be settled properly without any doubt, or without any type of hatred attached, or no strings attached. Is that the term? All in all, it's really just an interesting read to tickle that morality part of your head, especially wrapping the thought of how this entire thing became a thing, or this entire law became a thing in the first place, which is why the series can be a bit dumb, but dumb and entertaining, I guess. I don't know. A lot of things can go wrong, had gone wrong, may gone wrong, but it's really just something that we hope it will turn out right in the end, which I really anticipate to the series. Judging from the cover page, I know there's gonna be a lot more to the story, especially with the directions or the recent chapters that have been that I've read. There's gonna be more to it than meets the eye, and that's what I'm excited to read about in the story. Excited to anticipate from it, right? So yeah, should you read it? If you can handle Shohei's decisions, then yeah, go for it.